You know, I felt a bit. You know how, actually thinking about it now, I felt sorry for Willie Caballero. Stood at the side. Very experienced, hugely experienced goalkeeper. Has been a good servant to a lot of clubs. Was made to look kind of stupid in some sense, but like they can all backtrack in this all they want. I don't think there's many people buying this, Dan. Not at all. You know, it's like
Me.
Buying what?
I don't think the goalie knew. The goalie, for me, thought that they were taking him off because he was injured.
Yeah. But what I'm saying with Sarri here is, once he's saying it was a misunderstanding, right? We saw his reaction just before the penalties. He was still furious.
Yeah.
You're not getting furious because it was a misunderstanding. You're furious because it's not what you wanted. And then the other side of the coin is, when Kepa starts going like that, I'm fine. When you do that to your manager, he knows. He then knows that you're okay. Doesn't need the doctor to come back and say, because I've heard it from the horse's mouth. The goalkeeper's told me I'm fine, so I can calm down. You don't go walking down the tunnel with that reaction, which I think, by the way, was Sarri's biggest mistake, because he should just have stood his ground where he was. The whole thing was, I think the whole thing was just shambolic. Honestly, it was shambolic.
Who's to blame?
Sarri. Absolutely. You know, with him going down the tunnel and turning his back and walking back to he's sending all kinds of messages. You know, if and I believe Kepa understood that he was only coming off because he was injured and he's telling everybody he's fine, when he sees the coach turning around and walking back towards the bench, then in his head, he's thinking, OK, I'm still on the field. You know, Sarri has to stand at the side and he has to be calm. You have to be able to think about things. You know, misunderstandings happen. So you have to be cool under pressure, understand the situation, and you stand your ground. And when he gives it all this, you say, no, you're off. And you stand there until the referee tells you you can't any longer. You don't run out. You don't go back to the bench. You don't run around throwing your arms about. You be strong and solid and make it very clear exactly what you want, and that's what's going to happen. He did absolutely none of that.
So obviously the argument against this whole misunderstanding, as we welcome Gab Marcotti to the show, is the fact that there was going to be a tactical substitution no matter what the health of Kepa. Gab, Willie Caballero had been warming up for a good 15 minutes before the apparent cramp, and therefore, because of Kepa's reaction, Sarri didn't go through with the substitution, and obviously we saw what play-out happen.
That's obviously the conspiracy theory. I don't know where it comes from or what the basis is. I mean, I personally agree with Craig on this one. I don't fully buy the substitution. I think Sarri let himself down because it does feel as if he's covering for Kepa here. Because you know what? It's fine that Kepa can signal that he's okay, but when you see your coach on the sideline absolutely losing his rag like that, then common sense would suggest that maybe you jog over and you talk to him and say, look, I'm absolutely fine. There's been miscommunication or whatever. And then you run back on. So I think Kepa definitely bears a ton of responsibility here as well. This idea that Caballero was going to come on anyway because he's a better penalty saver, which of course he is. It's a nice idea, but I don't think has any basis in fact or in anything anybody on the Chelsea coaching staff is saying.